Hey friends, welcome back to Daily Duo English. I'm Emily.
And I'm Ben. And I've got a feeling you're going to love this episode.
Yeah, because today we're talking about something we all want. That's fluency in English.
You know that feeling when the words just flow out? No stopping, no translating in your head, just talking?
Oh, it feels amazing, right? But let's be honest. It can feel impossible sometimes, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like your brain is stuck in traffic.
Exactly. So today we're going to share some really simple, real-world tips to help you speak more fluently, starting now.
So let's start here, actually. Why do you think fluency feels so hard for so many people, Emily?
Oh, that's a good question, Ben. I think it's because you're not just learning new words, right? You're actually training your brain to think differently. It's a whole new way of processing.
Yeah, exactly. And most people try to do this while they're so afraid of sounding silly or making mistakes.
Totally. But here's the truth, Ben. Sounding a little silly or, making a few mistakes, that is absolutely part of the process. It's totally normal.
Yes, I mean, think about it. When babies learn to speak, do they care about mistakes? Nope. They just go for it.
Exactly. So, really, let's change the way we see fluency. It's not about being perfect. Absolutely not. It's about being understood, getting your message across. And more importantly, feeling confident when you speak. That's what really matters. All right, so let's dive into our first tip today, Ben. This is tip number 1. Stop translating everything in your head.
Oh, this is a big one. Seriously, your brain is not Google Translate, and it really shouldn't be. Trying to translate everything word for word, it slows you down so much.
Exactly. It's like, imagine trying to drive a car, but you're constantly looking in the rearview mirror and then looking at the road, Instead, you really want to train your brain to think directly in English. Just go for it.
Yeah, so how do we start that? How do we build that habit?
Well, start small, Ben. Start with small, everyday thoughts. Those things you think about without even realizing it in your native language. Try doing them in English.
Okay, give me an example, like a challenge for our listeners.
Okay, here's a challenge for tomorrow morning, actually. Try this. When you wake up, instead of thinking in your native language, try to think, I'm tired. Or where's my coffee? Or even let's get dressed. Just these simple automatic thoughts.
Okay, so when I'm walking to the kitchen, I can think I'm making breakfast, right?
Totally. And then while you're brushing your teeth, you can think, oh, I have a meeting today. Or I hope it's not boring. Or even, oh, where's my charger? Just those little tiny thoughts.
Yeah, it's like the more you think in English, even these tiny things, the more automatic it becomes. It's really like building muscle memory for your brain. It just gets easier and easier.
All right, that leads us perfectly into our next tip, actually. Tip number 2, and it's super simple. Speak every day.
But Emily, I can already hear people saying, but I don't have anyone to talk to. We hear that all the time. I don't have a practice partner, or I'm too shy.
Oh, I know. But here's the thing, Ben. It doesn't matter if you don't have someone to talk to. Seriously. Talk to yourself. I mean, it sounds a little bit funny, but it works. Just describe what you're doing.
Ooh, really? Like out loud?
Yeah, totally. Like, I'm cooking. Or I'm opening the window. Or if you're eating something spicy, this is so spicy. Just little things as they happen.
Okay, I get it. So, narrate your life. That's actually kind of a fun one. Here's an even more fun one for our listeners. Give a tour of your room to your imaginary friend.
Oh, I love that.
Seriously, this is my desk. That's my lamp. My laptop is always messy. Just talk, even if it's to an inanimate object.
It sounds funny, right? You might feel a little bit silly doing it, but it really, really works. Speaking out loud, even to yourself or your imaginary friend, trains your brain and your mouth. It builds that connection so when you do have to speak to someone else, it just comes out more naturally.
Okay. So speaking of training your brain and your mouth, that brings us to our third tip, and this one is really powerful. Tip number 3 is all about shadowing.
Yes, shadowing. If you haven't heard of it, it basically means this. You listen to someone speaking English and then you immediately repeat after them, like almost at the same time, like a shadow.
Right. And it's not just about copying the words, because that's what, a lot of people think. It's actually about copying the tone, the rhythm, how they pause, how they stress certain words, and, ultimately the confidence in their voice. You're trying to mimic that whole package.
Exactly. It's like you're practicing being a native speaker, even if you're not one. And it really, really helps with your pronunciation and your natural flow. So let's actually try a mini shadowing practice right now. What do you think, Ben?
Oh, absolutely. Let's do it. So for everyone listening, I'm going to say a short phrase, and I want you to repeat it immediately after me. Try to say it quickly with the same kind of feeling. Okay, ready? I'm not sure about that. Let's check it out. Can you say that again?
Awesome job, everyone. That might feel a little bit different than just repeating words from a list, but that's exactly what you want to do. You can do this with so many things. Think about movies, those short YouTube clips, even our podcast. You can just pause and repeat after us. It's super effective.
All right, that was great practice. Now for our next tip, this one's also super practical, and I think you're going to find yourself using it a lot. Tip number 4 is all about using small, everyday phrases often.
Yeah, and this is something that a lot of English learners might not realize, but fluent speakers, they don't actually use big, complicated words all the time. They use small, clear ones, like constantly. It's how conversations really flow,
Totally. It's like you don't need to impress anyone with super fancy vocabulary every second. Real communication, a lot of it happens with these little building blocks. So, Emily, what are some good examples of these small phrases that people can start using right away?
Oh, so many. Like, imagine you're agreeing with someone. You can just say, sounds good.
Yeah, simple.
Or if someone thanks you, no problem. Or if you need a moment to think, let me think.
It depends. That's a great one for, when you're not entirely sure.
Exactly. Or I'm not sure is another one. And I hope so, a really common one for expressing a wish. See, they're all short.
They are, and they're so common. So to show you how natural these can sound, Emily, how about we make a tiny little story just using some of these phrases? Let's try it out.
Oh, I love that idea, Ben. Let's do it. You start.
Okay. So imagine this. Hey, Emily, want to grab coffee later?
Sounds good.
Maybe at 4?
Let me think. 4 works.
Cool. I hope they still have that banana cake.
Me too.
See how easy that was? We used like 5 or 6 of those small phrases.
Yeah, so simple, so natural. And that's what fluency often looks like, just connecting those small, common expressions together. It really makes a difference. All right, so moving on to our 5th tip, which is actually super important and maybe something you haven't thought about much. Tip number 5, use your ears.
That's right, because fluency, it doesn't actually start with your mouth, right? It starts with your ears. It really does.
Exactly. It's like if you want to sound fluent, you gotta listen to fluent speakers a lot.
And when we say listen, we don't just mean like listening for the words, You're not just trying to understand every single vocabulary word.
No, not at all. Think about it. When you listen to native speakers, or even very fluent non-native speakers, pay attention to how they pause. Like, do they say or uh-huh, or like, or you know? These are called filler words, and they're part of the natural rhythm.
Yeah, exactly. That's the music of the language. It's not just the notes, the individual words. It's the rhythm, it's the pauses, it's the up and down of the voice. That's what makes you sound natural.
Totally. And honestly, even just 10 minutes of really focused listening per day, it can change everything for your comprehension and eventually your speaking ability. It really does.
Okay, so you've listened to all our tips and hopefully you're feeling a little bit more, motivated. But now it's time for some actual practice. This is the repeat after us section.
Yes, time to put that brain and mouth to work. We want you to say these phrases with us, out loud, and with as much confidence as you can. It's really about building that fluency muscle.
That's right. Don't be shy. No one's listening. Probably. Just kidding, but seriously, this is for you. So, are you ready?
Let's do this. I'll say a phrase, and then I'll leave a little pause for you to repeat it. Try to copy my tone and my rhythm, okay? Here's the first one. I'm learning English every day. I'm not perfect, but I keep trying. I feel more confident when I speak. I can do this.
Awesome job, Emily. My turn now. These are some practical, really common phrases you'll use. Ready? Try to repeat them quickly after me. What do you think? Can you help me, please? I don't understand. Could you repeat that?
Awesome work, everyone. Seriously, great job. Every time you speak, every time you try, even if it feels a little bit awkward at first, you are training your fluency muscle. You're getting stronger.
That's right. Okay, so before we wrap up this episode, we've got some bonus tips for you. These are really about the mindset stuff,
Exactly, because fluency isn't just about vocabulary and grammar. It's also about how you feel when you speak. So here's a simple one. Smile when you speak.
Oh, that's a good one. It really does change how you sound and how you feel, actually. Your voice just opens up.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. And another one, slow down. Seriously. Clarity is so much more powerful than speed. Don't worry about trying to speak super fast.
Right. We hear people sometimes trying to rush and then they get all tangled up. It's totally fine to take your time.
And don't worry about mistakes. Please. Everyone makes them. Even native speakers make mistakes. We do it all the time.
Absolutely. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to be brave, to try, to learn, and to grow. That's what it's all about.
All right, so we've covered a lot today, haven't we? Let's just quickly recap the key tips for everyone.
Good idea. A little summary never hurts.
First, remember to try and think in English. No more translating everything in your head.
Yeah, train that brain to just automatically think in the language.
Exactly. And second, speak out loud every day, even if it's just to yourself or to your imaginary friend. Right, Ben?
My imaginary friend is very fluent now, by the way. Very good listener.
Third, try the shadowing technique. Listen and then immediately repeat. It's really, really powerful for rhythm and tone.
And confidence, too. You're building that confidence.
Fourth, use small, everyday phrases often. Don't worry about big, complicated words. Simple is fluent.
That's right. The little pieces make a big difference.
And fifth, use your ears. Listen to fluent speakers. Pay attention to the rhythm, how they pause, all that good stuff. It's the music of the language.
Absolutely. And ultimately, remember this. Fluency is not a finish line. It's not a destination you get to and then you're done. It's a daily habit.
It really is. The more you show up, the more you speak, the more you listen, the more fluent you just naturally become over time. It's all about that consistent practice.
So now it's your turn. We'd love to know what's helped you the most from today's episode.
Yeah, definitely leave a comment. Share your favorite tip or maybe even tell us what's still a bit hard for you. We'd love to hear it.
And don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications too. That way you won't miss any of our new episodes. We've got them coming out every week.
We're your daily duo.
And your English-speaking buddies.
That's right.
See you next time.
Bye for now.